and all the time. No, 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 temple of the no, 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 no,
Assalamualaikum. My name is Norladia Unit 20 Muhammad Effendi. My number matric is 295647. My purpose here is to attract tourists to come to Penang without spending any penny. So, I'm sure the first place you want to visit when you come to Penang is the home of Malaysian artist, which is Tan Sri P. Ramlee. Okay, let's watch the video first. Okay, after we watch a brief video presentation about P. Ramlee House, I will explain in more detail after that. P. Ramlee House is a museum located on P. Street Ramlee, which used to be known as Center Hub Road in Penang Island. This building is a wooden house to commemorate the famous native artist that is P. Ramlee, who is a singer, actor, composer, and also a director. Originally, this house built in 1926 by his father and uncle Rajab bin Hussein. This house has been renovated several times before being completely taken over by National Archives. The items on display there include diaries, personal memories related in his life in Penang, and also items belonging to his family. There you will be able to see his house and the bicycle he used when he was a child. It is said that the brake on this bicycle broke because he often break while singing. His photos and other items are placed in the main room, while the other room is made to look like when he was little. This place is also fun to bring small children. It's okay, you can show them the Asian toilet that is placed behind the house. They must shake their heads in disbelief. For those who don't know, great artist Tan Sri Ramlee died young. His age at that time was only 44 years old. He died of a heart attack in 1973. Admission is free and there is no charge. I will proceed to the next place, which is Titik Rawang Waterfall. Rawang Waterfall is located near the road between Last Bay and Back Island, Penang Island. In the middle of the road, in a sharp bend, you will see cars parked along the road and several stalls selling local fruits, mostly nutmeg, cocoa beans, durians, and the cloves that are sold here come from a farm near the back of the island and are as fresh as you can get. After you have reached the Titik Rawang Waterfall site, it may not be easy to park your car, especially on the weekend. This is because the water is small. This is popular destination for locals and tourists. For your information, Titik Rawang means titi, made of baluti wood that is arranged in a criss-cross pattern, not neatly arranged. It is a great place for a cool and refreshing swim in the deep pool or to sit meditate in front of the splashing and flashing waterfall. Don't worry, admission is free. For save money, you can bring supplies and have a picnic there. Next, the free place in Penang is Padang Kota Lama. This Padang Kota Lama is located on the beach of Georgetown, Pulau Pinang. It is a relaxing place, suitable for you to visit with family and friends when traveling in Penang. As you saw in the video earlier, this destination is popular open field in Penang, where tourists can come for sightseeing or to eat at interesting restaurants in the vicinity. In this Padang Kota Lama, there are also various public facilities provided by the city council for the use of visitors, such as public field, children playgrounds, park squares, public toilets, and interesting place to eat around. Tourist location to relax while taking pictures with interesting scenery, especially at dusk, when the orange sky lights up the sky. You can also walk, ride the tricycle, and every time there is tourist bus, horn on hub of city tour bus. At the same time, called only Padang Kota Lama, the Esplanade is definitely a must-stop place. It is one of the main attractions in Padang Kota Lama that is often visited by tourists. Next, it is Los. If you are on vacation in Penang but do not find opportunity to try pasembok, for that, just fill your stomach with pasembok, which is one of the best in Padang Kota Lama. Another activity in the Padang Kota Lama when you can do if you stop here is to visit historical place. It is common knowledge that Penang has many historical buildings and most of them are located in the field of the old city. You must be bored with me, right? So, I'll pass it to my friends to tell more about the place to visit without spending any penny.
Hai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will continue with my part. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Syamil Husna binti Tarmizi. My metric number is 295613. The next place that I will suggest for you guys is Chiu JT. Chiu Jetty is one of 6 wooden clan jetties in Georgetown on Penang. These jetties feature buildings and are currently inhabited by members of Penang's Chinese immigrant community. Chiu Jetty is the largest and oldest clan jetty in Penang. Visiting hours are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily so as to minimize disturbances to the residents who are still living here. Chiu Jetty is easy to reach because it's near the car ferry terminal to Butterworth. The historical Chiu Jetty Penang has become a popular tourist attraction with many of the row houses at the jetty selling souvenirs, handcraft items and food. Some row houses have even been turned into restaurants and are known for selling local delicacies, attracting the hungry tummies of the visitors strolling on the wooden walkways of Chiu Jetty Penang. And last but not least, located at one of the famous clan jetties, Chiu, this mural depicts 2 children, a boy and a girl, playing on a bird sampan by the shore with a pet cat. The beauty of Penang lies in the eyes of ordinary people, their culture and way of life, and that's what makes people truly a wanderer's getaway. With these murals, the island is revealed in the purest of form and we are way more than proud to call these islands ours. That being said, get out there, explore and see the island through your vision. If you have never visited a clan jetty sitting on top of the water, Chiu Jetty Penang should be at the top of your list. The next place I will suggest for you guys is Kapitan Keleng Mosque. The Kapitan Keleng Mosque along Jalan Masjid Kapitan Keleng is one of the best known mosques in Penang. It's open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. If you are on Chulia Street, just walk down towards the ferry until you reach the traffic lights and the mosque is on the right hand side. If you are coming from the beach at Batu Feringhi, catch Rapid Penang Bus 101 and get off along Chulia Street or the first stop in Little India. If you like to visit the mosque, it is open to the public and non-Muslims, although the worship hall is out of bounds to non-Muslims. Besides that, one must not miss the magnificent chandelier that hangs above the highest ceiling of the Kapitan Keleng Mosque and the unique architecture of Moorish and Roman arch. The walls of the Kapitan Keleng Mosque are covered with calligraphy panels and stained glass windows as well as Arabic, geometric designs and floral motifs which can also be found throughout the mosque. Long rows of prayer rugs that are strewn all over the marble floors can also be seen as visitors enter the Kapitan Keleng Mosque. Being a prominent Islamic historic center, the Kapitan Keleng Mosque is part of the World Heritage Site of Georgetown. Although the admission is free, the worship hall is out of bounds to non-Muslims. Guide tours are also available, and visitors may approach the Islamic Information Center located at the ground floor of the minaret for more information on this. The last place that I would suggest for you guys is Penang Street Art. Penang Street Art is one of the most famous things to do in Penang and among the island's prime tourist attractions. Practically anyone coming to Penang has to drive to Georgetown to take some pictures for the grand posing in front of the now extremely famous Penang mural art. The easiest and best way to see Penang Street Art is to walk, where a sun head straight off in the morning or after 4 p.m. to avoid the worst of the heat, and take your time strolling and photographing. The Georgetown Penang Street Art map I enclose below is perfect to know where to go find the pieces of street art and suggests a convenient itinerary. Renting a bicycle is another fun and faster way to see Penang Street Art. Bikes are rented almost everywhere for around 15 ringgit per a couple of hours. Yeah, expensive, I know. You could try to get a link bike which is cheaper but that requires downloading an app on your phone and using a credit card to pay. Riding a rickshaw is another scenic way to see Penang Street Art. It's best if you go out before sunset or in the early morning where the sounds, colors and smells of Georgetown are at their best. Taking a tour is the least stressful way to see at least 50 pieces of Penang Street Art and combine it with a visit to many other sites. To anyone visiting Georgetown, don't miss the hard opportunity that is watching these murals. The street art covering the city is one of its biggest sites. While there is definitely lots to do in town, I love wandering around looking for a mural especially beautiful and inspiring. The city feels like a great open-air museum, and it's free. In conclusion, those are the places that you can visit while traveling in Penang with the right dose of history and culture. Penang is host to a variety of attractions ranging from beach and historical architecture to cultural hotspots. There are a lot of cheap food here with a wonderful taste in Penang and the best place for vacation and trip. That's all from us. Hope you will enjoy your travel in Penang. Thank you for paying us your attention.
Hello,